of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. To the ground with the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
Defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There's a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Trying to barrel in. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball!
How about that first first drive by the offense. Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's coverage unit right on top of it. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
The give on the option. Finds a little space. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
There's some room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this third down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pick off to stop the threat.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. On the ground, it's Bishop. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ran through the contact, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Mensah. Fears the pressure. Makes the grab. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darian Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
When that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he was looking for his main man. He wanted to focus in on him. He wanted to force feed him the football. Nice job by the defense. Great coverage. Great job knocking the ball away.
Throwing, Mensah. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he is stopped short, well short of the marker as the defense stands tall.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense.
Got a little grass. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
Caught close to the marker, it's Matthews. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're testing the right side here. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Coming out with it, it's Compton. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. See what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. Here's Darian Menton to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And now that completely changes the thought process for this offense. Like, you're thinking, don't make a bad play, don't turn it over, understand I might have to punt the football. Now you flip the field position immediately, looking to be aggressive to get some points before the half.
Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, this is unwise. Catches it in his own end zone. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Makes his man miss. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Turning it on. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Got his man. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And it's Mississippi State looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle, and the returner will be brought down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Mensah. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Under fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away, incomplete.
Looking down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Volunteer! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance,
Maybe a crease. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect...
There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. Across the 45. Turns it on down the left side. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Miami!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Here's a give to Hardy.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster, let it go.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So now it's 2nd and long. Direct snap. It's a seam wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Volunteers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be knocked down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Hand off from the shotgun. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then
a shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Throwing, Mensah. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Makes the quick grab. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and Nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Black 14. Black 14. Go.
Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to take a shot. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The screen, he can go. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Canes will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. Could not make his way to the corner. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time breaks into the open. And he rolls goes into the house. Touchdown, Canes!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
So that touchdown was big, but just as big, this two-point conversion attempt to try to get it to a one-possession game. Sends it back in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This second half hasn't been nearly as productive offensively as the first half. As a result, that big lead is no longer so big, and they need to get something going right now. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right back to him on the ground. Oh, what a move. Could be an alley. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Pringle, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Mensah rushes on him, and down he goes.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's taking a deep shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. decision will be questioned. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.